Alright, so today we're here again with the second model. We got Kai here with us. So a lot of you I know are JYJ fans. So I'm gonna give him JYJ Jaejoong's hair that he would have had in the drama he did, Protect the Boss. So we're taking more off and then we're putting it up a bit messy and then a little bit wavy and everything like that.
Let's just do what we came to do. Unleash the verbal blessing, cold and thick with herbal lessons. So kick back, chill, relax, and learn a lesson. No 9mm, no heaters, or Smith the Wesson. You'll find this rhyme stay pure without question. This time, let's vibe one time without weapons and groove through the music in the smooth session. This time, let's vibe one time without weapons and the beat to me like sap to a tree. It's in me. The rap happens to set me free instantly when the mic touch this MC. Without the mic, this MC feel empty. I'm telling y'all, it's the lyrical recipe, lyrical ecstasy. Hearing no less from me, I accept and expect no less than the best and inject intellect without disrespect. Come on, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too smooth. Let's just do what we can.
Alright, so styling wise, actually it's very similar to some of my other videos that you would have seen where I did that wavy look. So same technique and it's actually quite similar to the hairstyle I have now at the moment. Just dry everything up and depending on the direction your hair naturally goes, you'll be drying it up that way. And you're going to leave the opposite side, you're going to leave it down a bit. So it's not going to be all the way up. So take our usual section of the fringe first. We'll start on your opposite side. So if your hair's going towards the right, we'll be starting on the left. We'll be curling it just a bit in that way, just towards the left. And as we get to the middle, that's when we'll start actually picking it up. So that way you get that sweepish kind of look when you wax it up. If you find it comes out a bit too curly, sometimes it can, just go through and just give a little bit of a straight through again. And if you find that your hair is very flat, a trick is to actually go right more into the roots and bend it up more. So when you do wax it through, it will give it a little bit more of a lift. And we're going to go through again. And we're doing the two-step wave through. So I just see how I just did it very slightly. We're not doing it making it too wavy because it's just more of like a kind of like a messy feel when you put it up. We're going through section by section. And then the top part, you're going to do it more in. Otherwise, if you do it the wave, you might find that it kicks right up here. So just to save yourself the trouble. And then again, like on the sides, you're not really doing that too. You're just going to twist it inwards. And same onto the right side too. Depending on your hair iron, my one's on 180 degrees Celsius at the moment. Depending on some irons, they go up to quite hot, maybe 220 or something. I probably recommend about 160 to 180 is alright. If your hair is more curlier, then you'll need to make it a little bit more hotter just so that heat can go through and actually change the texture of your hair. So I probably recommend normally you'll be fine with 160 to 180 degrees. But if you find that your hair is quite curly and a bit more resistant, then obviously you'll have to make it more hotter. So I'd probably say about 200 to 220. But when you do go more hotter, make sure you don't leave it on your hair for too long, because otherwise that's when it will start damaging. If you just kind of like just leave it on like that. And as for the back, just do the usual, just a little bit in. So if your hair's curly on the side, what you can do is you can take this line here, I can actually curl it in towards the face. Okay, so when you wax it, you can get that detail right there. So normally if your hair's straight, you don't need to worry about it too much because when you wax it, you can push it forward. But for those with curlier hair, you will have to go a bit more in and actually straighten it out a bit more. Like I had with Alex, I'm using the matte wax patch. Spread it through evenly around the hair. For the sides, I like to use my palms here and actually just kind of push it up a bit like that. And when you're on your left side, just kind of twist a bit, just detail that right there. So once you get it in the shape that you want, you start spraying it. Now for people with naturally flatter hair, so for Kai, for existence, his hair is naturally flat. What you can do is when you spray it, you can scrunch it a bit up high and actually spray right inside there. And that'll lift it up a bit more. So see how I'm just kind of lifting it up while I'm spraying it through? That just gets it a little bit more inside and gives you that extra volume. So there you have it. You got Jaejoong's hair that he had in his drama Protect the Boss. So don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time for the next video. Thank you.